Come on in here.
That's how you should
Don't get your robe caught.
I need this. This is my first item.
Ooh.
Ooh. They're like the opposite of blue blockers.
They're blue blasters.
They're blue blasters.
Why do they name them
Man,
blue blasters?
I love these blue blasters. Everything is clear. Yep.
With my blue blockers. What's up, everybody? We're back with a very, very special edition of the Matchbook. Tomorrow, what is tomorrow? 29th?
Yep.
It is the 29th day of December, which means we are almost into 2024. So everybody can forget to write a 4 on their checks. Do people still write checks?
No.
I don't think people
Your
still
mom
write checks.
does.
Lindsay
I have
writes
a
checks.
checkbook.
Lindsay
I have a
does.
checkbook too, but I don't know how when I use it. As you can see, we have two very special guests with us today. This is Lauren. This is Lindsay. They are family. We actually only met a year and a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
In Belize.
In this life.
But
we definitely have been friends.
We've known each other many lifetimes through.
Yes.
We are so blessed to have them as guests this holiday season. They'll be with us to ring in the new year. It's going to be wonderful.
Yes.
And so instead of me and Sarah just bogarting and only doing 5 items each, so today we're going to do 2 items each. Actually, mine is going to be technically 2 plus 1.
Me too.
I'm going to get this one out of the way
too.
because it's so hot.
No, you're not going first.
I have
Okay,
to.
go ahead.
Take it off.
It's so hot right now. My first item, the pajama elves brought to me, and I'm wearing it, and you can see it. And it is the softest thing I've ever owned. It is a robe. I'll give it a little.
Please
Give it a twirl.
Yes.
Twirl.
Twirl.
I have my these tucked into my pockets.
Oh, yeah.
Because,
You can tie them.
And
It
you
is
look
amazing,
yes.
but it is like
It's
8,000
very
degrees.
slimming when you tie the belt.
It's very slimming.
and there's
Yes.
pockets, which
And
is
there's
very
pockets.
important.
Yep.
It's made by Chubby's.
I love Chubby's.
I thought-
No, it was a Chubby's.
I know.
though.
I thought
yes.
Chubby's only made the real tight
Yeah.
Like
shorts.
Yeah.
No, they do
Apparently
all sorts
not.
of collared shirts.
I
They
know
do.
They make robes.
Now
Yeah.
you know.
And they're very soft.
Man.
And like as always, we'll link to it. You know the drill by now. We just do things that we think are cool or interesting, or
Right.
that have affected our lives in a general fashion. So Sarah's gonna kick things off with her 2 items.
Okay.
All right.
My first one, because New Year's is coming up, we always do a tarot reading on New Year's Eve. This is not the deck that we use for that, but
No.
this is called the Archetypes. And I
By
really
the same
love
person
it.
who
By the
does
same
the other
person,
deck.
yeah.
The Wild Unknown.
I really love this one, and for some reason the last one, well, I know why, but the last one that we did has really stuck with me. And so I just wanted to show everybody how cool these cards are. They're all round, and the way that you do this one is you just pull one card, and then you're supposed to just really think, oh, look at the bottom one. Weird.
What?
man.
Bottom one was the poet.
The poet.
This
I
was
can't
not
get close
staged.
enough.
This
That
was
is-
not staged. Weirdly, it wasn't.
Oh, those are so
That is
cool.
super weird. Yeah, they're
pretty.
beautiful.
I love her art.
So you're
Me
just
too.
supposed to pull one and then just like really continue going back to it and thinking about it
Yeah.
and figuring it out.
Is it crayons or crayons? Probably crayons.
I don't know. Kim Crayons.
Crayons.
I like
Yeah.
Kim Crayons is amazing.
Yep. So this was my last year one,
It
the healer.
was. Which
and-
is weird based on your hand reading.
Well, that's why this year's was so weird. It was called the Unseen, and I don't know. I've just been thinking about it a lot lately, so I thought I'd share that one.
Do you want to grab a card and it will be
Yeah.
the card for everybody watching for 2024?
Yes.
So if
It's a
you're
lot of pressure.
Channel
the Matchbookers.
Okay.
So if you're
we need lots
watching
of
this is
positivity.
by proxy
Yeah.
your card of
Yes.
the year.
Unless it's bad, and then we're just gonna
Yeah, then we're
pretend
like-
like I didn't.
We're gonna be like, that didn't happen. There'll be a weird edit in the
Yes.
middle. Okay, 3 piles to 1 pile.
I don't know why I do that because I always stack them.
Do
Well,
you
not
do the same?
always.
I never do the
Almost
same.
always. Agape.
That's weird. Yeah, there's 3 types of love. That's one of them.
What?
Yeah.
Of course.
Eros,
for the
agape,
chasers.
and I can't remember the other one. What is that?
So it's.
LXX. I don't know those.
I don't know. What is
LX
L?
50, I think.
50? So 60,
not a
72?
numeral all.
Right? I got that.
Oh.
Devotion or unconditional love. What if
Aw.
instead of putting yourself at the center of your spiritual practice, you put God, goddess, or nature at the center? How would this change your approach? Such is the energy of agape. It's alive when we are in awe and wonder, our breath taken away by the sacred force that surrounds us and asks for nothing in return. This card can indicate a spiritual initiation that stretches your capacity to love and to serve. You sense the earthly as the heavenly and vice versa. Such an initiatory moment can appear in any form, like a healing balm to the modern soul, and its effects last a lifetime. The agape card may also suggest you reassess what you worship every day, consciously or unconsciously. What are you elevating? Where does the sacred ladder you climb ultimately lead to?
Whoa, that is so good
That
for
is
this
a
group.
good one. It's, for the signifier.
Yes.
That's perfect.
Yes.
It's also saying if you're not yet a member, you should probably think about doing it. Because we need
think
your
that's
help
what
to
that
keep
means.
making these.
Oh,
What? That's
awesome.
a rad one.
That is a good
I
one.
love that deck.
Okay.
Yeah, good choice.
All right. So that's my number one. My
Okay.
number two was an article I read called The Case Against Happy Hour.
Ooh.
And it was talking about how it's funny because we started talking about this again last night, just about alcohol in general and how that is kind of the only way people really get together
Oh, and
is to like
socialize.
go get a drink. And it was encouraging people to find other ways to make deeper connections. So instead of like saying, let's go get a drink, say, invite someone to something that you're really passionate about or really
Ooh.
enjoy. So like, let's go for a hike, or there's a meteor shower tonight. Let's get together and watch it. Or let's do a tarot reading or
Yeah.
something that doesn't involve alcohol or food really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I added that because
Yeah.
of you, but like everything is centered around food and alcohol, like all of our social gatherings.
Totally.
And so, and for people who don't drink or would like to stop drinking, or people who can't eat things,
Allergic to everything.
Allergic to
Yeah.
everything.
I
That's
thought
kind of like that chapter in
in our
Miracle in the Mundane book.
yeah,
New reasons to gather.
exactly. But it was a whole article
What was it
about
on?
The Good Trade again.
Oh.
I don't know who the
Awesome.
author was. I should have.
We'll figure out and link to it.
But it was just talking about how we've just been like, that's all.
Yeah,
The only reason we get together
It is. and it is hard for people who can't enjoy that.
And it's also hard to make deep connections when you're drunk.
That's
You know?
Yeah.
very
Never
true.
Or
Remember
maybe
them?
you might make them, but then the next day
I would love you if I remembered.
don't.
Yeah.
And so it was talking about that. Like, it's actually important to get to know people sober, because that's their real self.
Yeah.
And so,
Without all the accoutrement.
yeah.
That's like since we stopped drinking, how many times have people asked us, like, what do you
What do you do
do?
for fun?
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
So many people just, that's what they do.
That's
Yeah.
so true.
Well, I think it's interesting because that's how we like formed such a good like deep connection pretty quickly. All of us were like completely sober
Yeah.
and did like really rad things in
Yeah.
Belize, you know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when we eloped, we ended up being the only ones on a lot of the tours in the morning because everyone else
Everybody
was
was
too
like,
hungover.
hungover.
So you just get to do more.
Yeah.
You do.
You have more time and energy.
And way more energy.
Okay, and I have one more thing that's not, it's just an extra too.
Oh, gosh.
If you don't have a sweatsuit that is
I knew
oversized, this is my plea
This is the one.
for
You
you.
just give it a twirl.
I kind of feel like an Asbo or
yeah, it
like
looks
I'm in
like
a
you.
prison jumpsuit.
Looks like you
but
broke
it
a
is
few laws in Great Britain.
so comfy.
Who makes this one?
I have no idea.
Let me look.
I don't really think it even matters.
Yeah,
We'll link
like
to this
just
one.
a really large,
Yeah.
comfy
And this is extra thick, too.
sweatsuit.
Is it like it's slightly
Thanks,
weighted?
Grandma
Slightly
Jan, for this
weighted.
one.
for,
Yep.
you know,
Little
It
weighted.
is so cozy. So just get one and wear it always.
Yeah. That's just generally good life advice.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Good choices.
I like that. Very good.
Yeah. Well
Excellent
done,
choice.
Sarah.
Hey, thanks. Hey, thanks.
Okay. My first one. We're only a day into trying this, but I've heard nothing but good things. It's by a company called Novology. They're called the AO Blue something glasses.
But now they're called blue
Now they're
blasters.
called their blue blasters because they really missed the boat on that one. So speaking of mental health, the winter time is really freaking hard for certain people, me included, especially people who live in places where the amount of daylight you're getting is at a premium and you really don't get very much. So in Montana, it's sunrise is like 8, we get sun at 8 and it's gone by 4. And so in the winter, it's really hard, and I feel like seasonal affective disorder is like a super real thing. So I found these. Instead of sitting in front of one of those giant Why can't I figure out over this? Yeah, instead of sitting in one of those giant lights and just getting blinded, these little guys, they come highly recommended. They get really good reviews, and they look freaking awesome.
They are not that noticeable.
And they're not that noticeable. So they look like this. They look like you're going to play racquetball in Star Trek.
Yeah.
And all you do, you fold them open. I don't know if you can see them glowing. And you wear them like this.
You go on
And you
your
look
life.
super awesome.
Yeah.
And for 20
Run
minutes.
errands or
Yeah,
whatever
wherever you
you're
want
gonna
to do. Go on a date. And for 20 minutes, they stay on. And there's these, I don't think they're UV, I wouldn't imagine.
So.
But there's these blue lights. It's the same blue light that is what you get from the blocks. And it just pushes it right into your eyes. But you can still do your things. And then after 20 minutes, it shuts off. And apparently, all the things I've read, all the reviews I've looked at, the article that I found it on was on Esquire. One of the editors tried it. It's life-changing. And so basically what it does is it resets your circadian rhythm. And so it makes it so your body responds how it should be responding to the natural cycles of light and dark. And they say it helps with anxiety, with depression, seasonal affective disorder, energy levels, everything. So we're one day in. Obviously, much more testing is required because we're one day in. But I'm super jazzed to try this.
So we're all happy.
Yeah, exactly. But I think it's going to be really cool to try it. And they really do fit in there right, but I just don't know. There we go. I'm excited to try it. And you literally have nothing to lose. Yeah. So blue light glasses, that's my number one. And I think it's going to be cool. Because what is 20 minutes a day? That's a small price to pay for
pretty.
possibly changing your life.
Yep.
Okay. My second one, could you hand me that laptop, please?
Ooh.
So I need a
what is
prop.
this?
So, propped? Prop. Prompt? Propped and prompt are like, if you add them together. So, I follow a website called kotkey.org. He's been doing it for 25 years. And he compiles kind of what we're doing right now, interesting things every day. And this one was really awesome for me. And it's called 52 Interesting Things I Learned in 2023.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
So Tom Whitwell does this list, and he has a link to it where he does cool things he learned, and so Kotkey was inspired to do the same thing. And there are some mind-blowing facts in here. All of them are linked to the articles that prove them and have it. But I'm going to give you guys some. Okay. Number one, did you know that the ciabatta was only invented in 1982?
That's when I was born.
I know.
That's perfect because I
You're
love
so-
ciabatta.
But wouldn't
For the year of the ciabatta.
but wouldn't you think that it would have been
A long time
1412
ago.
in Italy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one blew my mind.
Weird.
If our planet was 50% larger in diameter, we would never be able to venture into space, at least using rockets for transports. The gravity would be too big. You couldn't leave Earth. You'll appreciate this one. They have served our country. Purple Heart medals that were made for the planned and then canceled invasion of Japan in 1945 are still being given out to wounded U.S. military personnel.
Whoa.
So there's a massive surplus.
Like a backlog of them?
Yeah. Okay, wait. There's a few more that I was like, there's some good ones, and then there's some also sad ones. Over 100,000 public school students in New York City were homeless during the 2021 school year. But then there's some really interesting, great ones too. Bees can make green honey.
Whoa.
Did you know that baby scorpions are called scorplings?
Adorable.
I love that
so
one.
Cute.
All Rubik's Cubes can be solved in 20 moves or less.
Wow.
Wait, where was the one that really blew my mind? This one affected us this weekend and isn't being enforced. Premier League referees are supposed to be forbidden to work games played by their favorite teams or their rivals. That didn't happen this weekend. Paul Tierney. Okay. The word for computer in Iceland translates to prophetess of numbers, which I love that
That's
all
amazing.
computers are female brains.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. And then I'll just do 2 more because there are some interesting ones. Colorado is not a rectangle. It has 697 sides.
Oh, yeah. You asked us that the other day.
I did do. Horseshoe crabs are older than the rings of Saturn.
What?
Yeah.
Whoa.
And then the last one. Ernest Hemingway only used 59 exclamation points across his entire collection of works, which I find to be
that is
astounding.
beautiful.
You only had 59 really
Yep.
prominent things to say.
That's all. And then there's one more.
Your
that I
dad
really
uses
love.
59 exclamation points in one text message.
He does every single day.
Sorry, Goose. I do love it.
I think that was the last one I wanted to say. There might have been one more. Oh, this one was for you. You can use SodaStream to double the life of your salad greens. We'll get into that later. We'll
What?
go figure out the hows
Yeah,
of
let's
that.
do that.
We might need to
I
be
might
buying
share
a
that on my
SodaStream.
next week.
True.
We've got one. We love our soda stream.
Okay, so those were my two, plus a half of one, which was my chubbies.
I'm so excited
Thing.
these chubbies.
I know. So that's all I got. So we should do a little musical chairs.
Oh,
So
yes.
Okay.
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 And then
Switch.
when I have to go pick up Addie in 5 minutes.
No.
No, you don't.
We'll be
She's fine.
quick. She would appreciate this.
Beep, beep, beep. You go first, babe.
No.
Okay.
Okay. I'll go.
Lauren's
Hi.
gonna kick
I'll
it
do
off.
it. My name is Lauren.
With tattoos.
Yeah. Lauren with tattoos.
Lauren with tattoos. So my lovely wife. So I have a bad habit of leaving hot drinks half drank.
Or
Same
cold
with
drinks.
same with
Or
cold
whole
drinks.
drinks. And because they get cold too fast, and I like them piping hot,
Me too.
Seriously, like
just
lava.
like my gossip, and
Just like your tea.
just like my tea.
Oh,
So
man. You guys
for
are
my
witty.
birthday, she ordered me this Next mug. It comes with a chargeable coaster, and you can charge the mug itself. And I know you can't see, but it's got warm, hot, and piping are the
What?
settings.
That's amazing.
And I have left this thing sitting for like 2 hours and left it on piping, and it is still piping hot
So
after
wait,
2
does
hours.
the little disc hold a charge as well?
Yes.
Like the disc
Whoa.
doesn't have to be permanently plugged in?
Well, no. So the disc has to be charged,
You
but
you
like
can charge
like a
the
cell
disc
phone.
separate.
That's amazing.
You
That's
can't.
amazing.
And so-
And you packed that, so it must be really.
I did.
Well, she knew.
Important.
She's like, I
I
have to
knew.
share this.
I have to share this. I have to share this with the world. If you love piping hot drinks, this is a game changer.
That's
and now I
amazing.
drink all of my hot beverages
At piping levels.
at piping levels.
That's
Like
a
I want my mouth to burn. That's
Me
how
too.
hot I like my drinks.
That's what you need for your bubbly drinks. Something
Yeah.
that keeps them bubbly.
Yeah.
Like the first.
A rebubble
A soda,
maker.
a soda stream.
Yes.
For the greens
A soda
and
stream.
your
And
flat
your wasteful
bubblies.
tendencies.
and my wasteful tendencies.
That's a great one.
Sounds
Yeah.
like a good one.
Also,
And-
I applaud the color choice.
Yes.
Yes, the
I
color
love
choice,
it.
and my wife was she's just so good at getting me gifts. She's good at everything.
Really a
Sometimes.
thoughtful gift.
It's a very thoughtful gift. She's like, I'm tired of you wasting stuff, so here's
Please use
It's
this.
kind of a gift for both of you.
kind of, yeah.
I love it.
And it's like the only coffee mug I drink out of now at home.
Yeah.
I love it.
I keep it plugged in. My second thing is this book, Reasons Not to Worry by Bridget Delaney, How to Be Stoic in Chaotic Times. And this has been perfect with the new year coming up. So I'm a very anxious person, which may be attributed to some things that we discovered this morning.
Maybe the
An,
things
an intake of caffeine. Well, that's just tea.
Okay.
That's herbal.
But I'm a little less than halfway through it, but it's really great. I'm a worrier. I've always been a worrier. And she breaks it down. She wrote this book during COVID, which is perfect. Because
yeah.
obviously during COVID, we realized, we don't have control over literally anything, just about.
Yep.
So in the book, she talks about a worry chart. So everything can go back to a control test. And the control test is you ask yourself, should I worry about anything related to your character, your actions and reactions, or how you treat others? I guess a better way to say that is you can only control your character, your actions and reactions, and how you treat others. Anything else isn't worth wasting energy on.
Absolutely.
Because the Stoics believed, they really accepted the fact that they were just, death is going to happen.
Yeah.
Death is inevitable. But now we live like we have an infinite amount of time. And so I waste a lot of time not living in the moment, worrying about all these things that I can't control. So this is something that I'm working on. And the other thing I read this morning that I really liked that she said is there's dead time and there's alive time. So dead time would be doom scrolling,
Sure.
drinking, you're constantly worried about things and you're doing things to try to not worry as much that are actually hurting yourself. And it's just dead time. You're not doing
Yeah.
anything with that time. Alive time would be during the pandemic, she said she used all the money she was saving by not going out to bars to go and learn a skill. So she took tennis lessons. So that's alive time. Things that you're
I love that.
you're actually bettering yourself. And like we talked about last night, that for the Stoics, it wasn't about your status wasn't related to how much you made or like how successful your job was. It was how you spent your time. That was what your status was. Like, you know, you're a very successful person if you spend a lot of time doing things that are actually like contributing to society and making yourself better.
Sure.
So I love this book. I'm not totally done with it yet, but it is Reasons Not to Worry by Bridget Delaney.
Even the color of it, I feel like, is an element of like happiness.
Yeah.
Like the bright yellow. It's like,
I love it.
Grab this and feel better.
Yeah, and it seems counterintuitive because it's like, oh, that's really depressing to think like, well, we're gonna die. But then, you know, it's like once you accept that, it's, you know, well, like I want to make the most of it. Like treat everything like, okay, this is the last time we might actually spend time together, and it's like I don't want to worry about stuff I can't control because I want to be here.
Yeah.
So
it reminds me of which it might have been the Stoics that even invented that concept, memento mori.
It is.
Remember that you will die.
Yeah. Whenever they
That's
would
my
return
next
from
tattoo I'm gonna
battle,
get.
a slave would go up to the emperor and be like, yeah, memento mori.
Yeah, remember one day you'll die.
You're gonna die one day.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do that to Lindsay. I'm like,
while standing over her, slightly sharp knife. Remember one day you'll die. It's not today though.
Yeah, it's not.
do that to people at the drive-thru everywhere.
totally
You're gonna die
normal.
one day. Have a nice day.
So those are perfect. Well done.
Nice
Thank
job.
you.
That was
Thank
great.
you.
Awesome. Well, thanks for the pressure.
The bar has been raised.
Mine
You're
Oh.
going to the pocket.
Speaking of
yeah.
things that make our life better,
Yes.
we bonded over this yesterday. If you are tired of using tampons, which I was, sorry, Gilly here.
Are you gonna open it?
We can, yeah.
I don't think you need to waste it.
No, don't waste it.
We'll show a picture.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, because you can link it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
these
Don't
are.
get gilly hair on that.
Yeah, no, this is important. So if
We're
you're
actually gonna demonstrate it right now.
Hold on, put your feet up.
Yeah, right? All right. It got weird real fast. But no, this is super sweet. Like, instead of, if you're tired of using tampons, which I was, she was, we got, like, our cramps were worse using tampons. We went through thousands because some of us have different flows and, you know, work life and everything. But we found this thing, the company's called Flex, and they make these disposable rings, and you found they had like reusable ones. We like went on like this deep dive last night
really
looking at
did.
their website.
I got
Tyler was
really
very
excited.
Yeah, Tyler was like, this is dope. Because it is really cool. Like, you can use one of these. It's one Flex cup. You use it for 12 hours, and it absorbs up to, well, it doesn't absorb, but it keeps like 6 tampons
Yeah,
worth.
they said 5 super tampons.
5 super
That's
tampons.
wild.
If you haven't tried it, please just try it. It's life-changing. My cramps are better. Like, I don't worry about having to change a tampon every 30 minutes or every time I go to the bathroom, especially if you're overhydrating.
It feels more sanitary.
Yeah.
Totally.
And then once you're done, you just change it, throw it away. They have reusable ones like the Flexi cups that you can wash and clean and sanitize and stuff, but I just want to throw it away.
Nobody got time for that.
Yeah. So yeah, these are the disposable ones.
That's a brilliant one.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Well, and you can
I'm
subscribe.
so glad
too.
that was
Yeah.
your thing.
I know. Well,
Yeah.
we found out you can subscribe to the service, and then if you do that, it saves like 12.5% per order, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And it's nice. You just stock up. You don't have to go to the
Yeah.
store, and it just comes right to your door, and you just got a stock of
Absolutely.
that.
That's a
12
rad
hours.
one.
So that's a good one. And the other one is this dope vintage shirt that I've got on. I looked everywhere for like a specific, I'll show you the back.
Oh,
I was noticing this when you came upstairs.
A baseball jersey. I recently got accepted into Duke to go to the nursing school.
Which is amazing.
Which is super cool. Didn't think it was gonna happen. It was like my Hail Mary of applications, and I was accepted.
Of course you were.
I don't know. I got denied by some other places. But anyways, got accepted. Looked everywhere for like some Duke stuff that just wasn't like trendy and everybody had on, because we live in Durham and everybody wears it. My mom's been a Duke fan forever, so I love the like kind of retro Duke stuff. And it took me forever, and I stopped at this little like vintage flea market, and this guy had some Duke stuff, and I was like, holy shit, this is like exactly what I was looking for.
Yeah.
It was just like the old school baseball jersey.
Oh,
so I found
love
it.
it.
I love
supported
that
a
one.
small business and found my jersey. So
That's
Oh,
amazing.
That's so cool.
yeah, not as cool as the Flex, but pretty cool.
Different
Yeah,
style.
different
really
style.
cool.
Yeah.
So when does nursing school start?
January 8th, which is like
my
so
days.
soon.
This is like her last hurrah before she buckles down for 16
Oh.
months.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
It's so
And what
great.
an honorary thing. Well,
We're
I
so
mean, of
proud of
course,
you.
you went
Thanks.
from serving in the military to now you're doing nursing, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely was a journey of like, is this really what I want to do?
Yeah.
You know, am I going to be good at this? Am I smart enough? And I finally,
Imposter syndrome.
Absolutely, yes.
Yes to all of the above.
Yes.
so,
You can do whatever you want.
You're a star whale. That's what a nurse is for.
Yeah, and then maybe we'll end up here
yeah,
That would be incredible.
at the
hope
ICU.
we have to because
You have to.
Yeah.
It was written in the
yeah,
stars.
this is our place. So.
It
Yeah.
is. And this
I
place
have to go
loves
pick
you.
up Addie, but I love you all.
Oh yeah, we
Yes.
can
You
actually.
can keep
I
going.
think we're pretty good.
Yeah, we
But I
wrapped
love
it
you.
up.
This will be well, and this is probably if there ever was a shorter episode, this would be a good one because it's Happy New Year. People don't want to sit around all day long watching this face, especially. So
Maybe this one.
these faces, everybody wants to see. So yeah, we'll wrap it up here, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your holiday. I hope your 2024s are better than your 2023s. All of the things we talked about, we will put in the link, and you can go grab them, especially
Get your
this
flex. Try it
and
out.
this, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, the next
Both of
one.
those.
Yeah, they kind of go together.
They
Your
do,
warm
actually.
drink on your cycle.
Exactly. Who doesn't deserve that?
Yeah,
I've never had a cycle, but if I did, I would want both of
you've
these.
had a cycle.
I've had 'em.
That's why you got so excited.
That
You've
is.
had a cycle.
I've
in a
had a
past
few
life.
moon cycles. All right. Well, we love you all. Enjoy your holiday, and we'll be back next week for another really haphazardly thrown together episode. We'll see you later.